Hello, we are Sunday, and maybe it will be time to have some reflection about the time we're living now. Um, I'm going to make a few resumes, some lines, in order for you to realize. The last day are indeed filled with woe, just the Bible foretold in the troubled world. Nations will rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. Matthew 24:7. Millions of people have been killed in wars during the past century. One British historian wrote the 20th century was the most murderous in recorded history. In the bucket, I just want to mention, and this I come very often when I talk, I say, but the San Bartholomew, when the Catholic killed in over one night 30,000 Lutheran people. So you see, we are always been violent and sure of what we think of what was told. It was a century of almost unbroken war, with few and brief periods without organized calm conflict. Almost unbroken war. A report from the World Watch Institute states that 3 times as many people somewhere. A report from the this report I quote. I shouldn't put in this little talk. There will be food shortage. Matthew 24:7. Researchers tell that the food production has increased greatly during the past 30 years. Nevertheless, food shortage continue because many people do not have enough money to buy food or land on which to raise crops. In developing countries, well over 1 billion people have to live on an income of $1 or less a day. That's a long time I heard that. This majority of these suffer from chronic hunger. The world majority of this suffers from sickness too. There's malnutrition, and this causes the death of more than 5 million children every year. There will be great earthquakes. My God, what we witnessed since 3 years, I would say. Very violent, or maybe the media's increase and show, I don't know, they live on that anyway. Luke 21:11. According to the U.S. General Geological Survey, an average of 19 major earthquakes are expected per year. These are powerful enough to damage buildings and crack the ground. And on an average, earthquakes strong enough to cause total destruction of buildings have occurred yearly. Available records show that earthquakes have claimed over 2 million lives since 1900. There will be pestilence, Luke 21:11. Despite medical advances, old and new disease plague mankind. One report said that 20 well-known diseases, including tuberculosis, malaria, and cholera, have become more common in recent decades. And some types of disease are increasingly difficult to cure by means of drugs. In fact, at least 30 new diseases have appeared, some of them no known cure and fatal. People of the last day, aside from identifying certain world development, the Bible foretold that the last day would be marked by a change in human society. The Apostle Paul described what people in general would be like. We are told in the last days, critical times hard to deal with will be here. 2 Timothy 3:1-5. Paul said that people would be lovers of themselves, lovers of money, disobedient to parents, disloyal, having a natural affection without self-control, fierce, lovers of pleasure than lovers of God, have an appearance of godliness, but providing false to its power. This is occurring now. This is the time we're living in, and this is the reason why I founded this Church of the Last Days, because 15 years are left. This was my prophecy. 15 years left to fight Satan and to gather with good people, because good people, they are the elected. They will escape. What will be left of us, we don't know. Maybe we will go in another earth or an other universe. Everything is possible. But I would like people listen to me more and realize that we have to fight. We have to fight the devil in ourselves. And those few data I gave before, this is things which are relayed by the medias, and people who watch enough to think to their problems, being selfish, as we say. But selfishness is the proper of the human being, but is the other kind, animals or other, are they good between themselves? No, I don't think so. They're just fighting for food. And here on earth, the human is fighting for power, greed, money. So it was just to remind you I'm here, and I'm developing this Church of the Last Days because again and again, I will say 15 days are left. And next year it will be 14. And after it will be 13. And yes, you have not to think of imaginary conflicts. No, there will be the atomic bomb, and this will occur in the Middle East. The Middle East has been through many disasters, and now it's time, the end is coming, believe me. I love you all, and just think from time to time to fight Satan and to love God, because God loves you all. Goodbye.